of them is, of course, this isn't loading. Come on, load. All right, so like I'm looking at last time we worked at one of these workbook problems. We did like workbook 8.1, 8.2, 8.3, and now we're up to checkpoint 8. Okay, but I can't access that, so I can only look at the workbook.
Oh, okay.
And that's like where I'm like, we can do some more stuff like this, but is that what you want to do? That's what I'm trying to get you to do each time we get together, is kind of tell me, hey, this is what I want to work on.
Yeah, can we work? Can you get onto the checkpoint at all? Like any questions?
I'll go back and show you what I can do, and you can see that from this account that I'm not able to. Let me go back.
Okay.
You have no attempt.
Yeah. I haven't
So can you
attempted
do
yet.
the next?
The next thing?
Mhm.
No, I can't. If I don't do this, I can't do the next thing. But I can go back if I wanted to. Weird.
Yeah, like so again, like I'm gonna I'm at this place where I guess we could work on the slope practice. I don't know, that doesn't seem right. Checkpoint. So okay, so checkpoint 8. And there's no attempts because I'm looking at it from not from the student perspective.
Okay.
So is there any way you can open this up on your side, or?
Yes, I have it open. I was going to do an attempt and then you could, maybe it'll show up and we could do it together again.
Yeah, so I want to give you problems like it. So you're welcome to send over the problem, and I can make some up like it so that we're working on similar problems, and then give you a try at the one you're working on.
Okay. I doubt I'd do like right away.
Right. Maybe I should click on hands.
Okay, so I just submitted it. So maybe go back and retry it again. Maybe it'll show up.
Okay, let's do that. All right, so let's go back and look. We'll refresh the page. Okay, there's an attempt. I can look at it. Great. This is what I wanted. All right, perfect. Okay. All right, so yeah, let's look at, I mean, we might as well do these questions. They're not the same ones. Are they the next time, or are they?
Oh no, they'll always be the same one.
Oh, it is. Okay. Well, this is okay. We can sort of we'll talk about this. All right, so let me share my screen and we'll get started. Okay, 1 year of membership at a rec center includes a fixed monthly cost and a one-time membership fee. The following table contains some of the ordered pairs for this linear relationship between the number of months enrolled and the total cost for the membership. So the cost as a function of the number of months, or in our case, that's the linear variable, it's some fixed amount like a startup cost plus a variable cost. Okay. And what that means is you always have to pay the fixed cost. Even if you've been there, 12 months, you still had to pay some sort of startup or fixed cost. Okay. Now, are these numbers on the right? This is X and this is Y. Are the numbers on the right going up or down? Are they increasing or decreasing?
They're increasing.
They're increasing. So graphs that increase, they go up and to the right. So at a minimum, we're looking for a graph that goes that direction. Now, do you see the attempt on your screen? Like, do you see the possible answers?
Yeah, I see all the possible answers.
Okay, so they all go up and to the right.
Mhm.
Okay, you're looking for the one that contains the ordered pairs 366, 590, and 8126. Now, do they all contain that? No, only the first two. Only the first two contain that. Now, why is the month the input? Why do you think that is the case?
How many times it happened?
So it says right here, it tells you the linear relationship between the number of months and the total cost paid. So they're trying to tell you, usually the input comes first and the output comes second. Because you go and then you pay is the way we're thinking of this.
Okay.
All right, so in terms of like how to figure out which graph is it, okay, we have to, I'm trying to look at these, why are these different? Oh, so the other thing that your class is trying to emphasize is that the units go on the x-axis and the y-axis. Okay, so the number of months is the x-axis, so that's why this goes here. It's number of months, and same thing here, dollars paid. Because this is your x variable down here and your y variable on the left. So when you look at the graphs here, let me snip these in. Because I was looking at this one for a moment. I was like, why isn't this right? The graph here is incorrect because the dollars paid is on the x. And we know that that's not true, that's actually the number of months that should be on the x. All right, let me scroll through these questions. I didn't really want to start with that one. I mean, it just sort of showed up correctly, but yeah, we can look at some other ones here. All right. Okay, let's look at question 4. This is going to be a better place for us to start anyway. So let's try to reset here. I apologize. It's just sometimes just can't get the right question start here. All right. This equation is in a certain form. Do you remember either of the two forms that we talked about in previous lessons?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Give me one or both of them.
Okay, so y equals mx. Y equals mx plus b.
Good. And do you remember the name of this equation?
Slope-intercept form.
Good. And the reason it's called slope-intercept is because it has a slope and an intercept in it. Does the equation on the left look like this equation on the right?
Yes, it does.
It does. It does. Can you tell me the value of m in this equation?
The value of m is 5/3.
It takes on the operator.
Negative 5/3.
Yes. How about the b value?
6.
Okay. The other equation is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. Do you remember the name of this one?
No, I do not.
It is called point slope form. And there's a third equation we'll get to in the next problem, but this is very good. Okay. Now, when you're graphing this thing, do you start with the slope or the b value?
The b value.
Start with the b value. So let's presume, actually, I can just scroll down here a little bit. Let me get a little more room on this. All right. So here's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it's negative in the numerator of the slope. Are you going up or down 5?
Down 5.
Down 5. And you always go right. So from this point here, you're going down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then right 3. Now, negative slopes, this line has a negative slope. Negative slopes go down and to the right. You see that?
Mhm.
What is this ordered pair here? Can you tell me that?
Or pair. Negative slope.
Nope. Okay, let's okay, so I see there's a gap there. This first point on the graph is at 0,6. You go left or right 0. You don't go anywhere left or right, but you go up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To get to this point here, let me call it B. how far to the right do you go? How many marks to the right do you go?
3,
Okay, and how many up do you go?
1.
That's the ordered pair. So it looks like you have to find both ordered pairs to be able to answer the question. Yes, that would be correct. Okay, so we're going to do another one like this now that I see kind of what you're doing here. Yep. Do you need to copy this down? I'm sorry. Please tell me if I'm going. Go. You need some more time.
No, I already got it down.
Got it down. Okay. So let's look at y equals 2/3 x minus 4. Is this in point slope or slope intercept form?
It's slope intercept form.
Agreed. So I want you to tell me the slope and the b value.
The slope is 2/3 and the b value -4.
Okay, so if you don't have graph paper, I don't need you to be very exact, but it would help. Do you have any graph paper?
No, we do not.
Okay. All right. So where do I put the first point on this graph?
Up to,
Okay, so let's go back to the previous problem. You told me, Jeremiah, you start with the b value.
oh yeah, b value, yeah, right.
You told me that, so you know that.
So
So what do
you
you
get down 4.
from the origin? So go down 4 from the origin. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you tell me this ordered pair, please?
That would be 0, no, negative, yeah, I got -4, 0, -4.
So you go left or right first, and then up or down. So it's x and then y. X comes before y. Okay, now from this point, you're going to move 2, 3. Are you moving 2 up, 2 down?
You're moving 2 up, then 3 right.
Okay, so you can see my screen. You can see these blue lines. I want you to tell me, I'm not going to mark it. I want you to sort of mark it and tell me what the ordered pair is that goes along with it.
Uh, 2, 3.
Did you on your like sort of on your screen or like I'm asking you to go up from this point 2 and then right 3. And I'm asking what is that ordered pair there?
That would be,
And remember, from the origin, you move left or right first, then up or down.
-3. +3, -2.
Yes. I heard a little sigh in there. You know this, right? You've seen this before. It's just kind of getting it back. Okay, good. Now let's say we go up 2 and then right 3 again. What is this ordered pair now?
Up to right. 0, 3.
So here's 0, 3.
Oh.
Remember, you start from the origin when you graph when you're giving me an ordered pair. So how far right are you going?
6,
And how far up or down are you going?
0.
0. Okay, let's do another one. Y equals 2x minus 1. What is the slope and what is the b value?
The slope is 2, the b value is -1.
Now, when it's a whole number like this, you want to write the slope as a fraction. So we've done a couple of examples. What do I graph first?
-1, so you go down 1.
Down 1. What is the ordered pair at this point A? What is the ordered pair right there?
Your pair is 0, 1.
0, 1 is up here.
Oh, 0, -1.
So this is still unclear. That's okay. We're going to get it. So from this point A, you're gonna move. You're gonna move how many? What are you gonna do with the slope? What does that tell you to do?
You move up 2 and then right 1.
Okay, so I need you to draw a dot wherever that is and tell me the ordered pair to get there.
One, 1.
It is 1, 1, perfect. Now go one more point, or I'm sorry, go use the slope again and give me that next point.
Three, 1.
So you're going up 2 and right 1.
Oh. Sorry.
You're going
3,
from,
2.
so 3, 2 is over here on the left. Or I'm sorry, this is 3, 2. So let's label point C. Point C, you're going right first, then up. How many right are you going from the origin?
2, 3.
2,
2.
2. And then how many up are you going?
3.
Good. All right, so we're still struggling a little bit with ordered pairs. Let me pull something up here real quick. I'm gonna just stop sharing for a moment and then I'm gonna go and grab it. And I want us to try doing this together. This is really important. You got to be able to know your ordered pairs, and just take a moment here to do this. Okay. Now I apologize. The quality of this is not that good, but it's probably good enough for what we're trying to accomplish. So we're gonna do our best to see it on your screen here. So let me just make it just a tiny bit bigger if I can. Each square is 1. Okay. Look at point A. To get to point A from the origin, you go right and then up. Do you see that? You go right and then up. How many right do you go?
5.
5. And how many up do you go?
3.
Okay. So I want you to find the coordinates for point F, please.
F. Right 10, up 10.
Right 10, up 10. Okay. Now I'm going to repopulate this just so we can just see it really well. Okay, let's look at point D. To get to point D, you always start at the origin. The origin is like your home. Okay, you go left and then up. When you go left, left is negative. So how far left do you go?
Negative 10.
How far up?
4.
Good. Now I'm going to add a new letter in here. Oops, sorry about that. I'm going to call it R. Can you give me the coordinates of R, please?
Or negative 7, positive 8.
Good. Okay, let's do it again here. Okay, so to get to point C from the origin, you're going to go left and then down. It's either left or right, then up or down. How far left do you go?
Negative 8.
Negative 8's right there. I know it's small. It's the one right
negative
next to
9.
it. Negative 9. Good. And then how many down do you go?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. Okay. Give me the coordinates of I, please.
I. Negative 6 and negative 8.
Good. So one of the things I think could be confusing is that even though you're going left, the negative 6 tells you that you're going left. Okay, it's not 6 left. You indicate negative 6, and that means you're going left. So if you're ever going left or down, it's negative. Right or up is positive. All right, let's do the last couple of points here. Let's do points J and E. Let me get this back in the screen here. So J,
Right 9, down -2.
So this is what you would write. And so you gotta be careful. It's down 2, but you write -2.
Oh, yeah.
So you can just say -2, or you can say down 2, and I know it's -2, but in terms of like what it would be on a quiz or test, you would want to write -2. How about point E?
+4, -7.
There's -7.
Oh, -8.
Good. Okay. I think we got it here. So let's refresh here and go back to a problem you did, because I'm gonna give you one like it. Okay. So I gave you a problem where I said, here's the equation. You write the slope and the b value. Okay. You start by graphing the b value, and then I want one other point on the graph. Okay. So I'm going to give you an equation. You're going to write down the slope and the b value. You're going to graph the b value, and then you're going to use the slope to give me one other point.
You understand?
Yeah.
If you don't, just say, hey, I don't understand. Or if you get stuck, but we're going to try this. Okay. Y equals -6/7x plus 5. So your first step is to write the slope and the b value.
The slope is -6/7. B value is 5.
Yes. Now this is where I really can't help you much more, other than because I would end up doing it for you. I need you to graph the b value and tell me the ordered pair.
Five, 0.
So here is where 5, 0 is. Is that what you meant?
No, I meant up 5.
Okay, so
That means
remember,
5.
so how do I change this to get up 5? Go up 5.
You go. It's 0, 5 then.
That's right. It's 0, 5. 0 left or right, 5 up.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now this, again, this is important. I need you to use the slope. Now, are you going from this point? Are you going up or down 6?
You're going down 6.
And how much to the right?
7.
Okay. So what I need you to do is do that. Go down 6 from this point, right 7, and figure out where that new point is. And give me that ordered pair, please. You're just counting.
-1, 7.
So here is where -1, 7 is. Is that what you meant?
7, -1.
Yeah. Now help me out here. Try to verbalize why you think you're struggling with that. What do you think it is that's unclear?
Just the way, which way it goes usually.
Yeah. It's like there's like someone just came up with this. Like someone said X comes before Y, you go left and right before you go up and down. Like we can't sit here and have a discussion about whether that's right or wrong. We just have to do it. And it's not a philosophy class, it's a math class. We're just gonna like accept it. So let's try another one here. We got time to do a couple more. All right. So let's go Y equals 3/4 x minus 1. What's the slope and what's the b value?
The slope is 3/4. The b value is -1.
All right. So again, same thing. You're going to graph the b value, and I want you to graph it and tell me the ordered pair associated with it.
The pair value is 0, -1.
0, -1. Good. Okay. So I want you to, from this point, go up 3 and write 4 and tell me the new value.
So. uh, so that would be 3, no, 3, 4, 3,4.
So here's where 3,4 is. And so if I use the slope, I'm going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and then right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So up 3 and right 4. So I can't see what you're doing, but somehow you wanted to go from, I think maybe from the origin, I'm not sure, but you go from this new point here.
I went from the origin.
Yes, and in all the problems we did, you start at the B value and then you move.
Okay.
So I sort of am hearing, I think I understand, or I'm hearing the like, it's like, if maybe I were to verbalize your question, it's like, well, when do I start from the B value? When do I start from the origin? Is that true? Or is it?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So when you're labeling, when you're just looking, like when you're just like trying to figure out where you are, you need a relative position. Okay. And that relative position is the origin. So you start, it's like everything, like you have a house, you live in your house, and everything is relative to your house. So like you go to a jujitsu class, is that right?
Yes.
So, but you talk about it in terms of like, it's 4 miles from my house. You have a favorite pizza place. It's 3 miles from my house. Okay.
Mhm.
When we're graphing, we're creating like a new starting point. It's like you're going over to your friend's house, and then it's like, well, how far is jujitsu? Well, it's not from the home anymore. It's from his house. So you have this new sort of starting point that you have to start from. But in general, when you're just graphing points, it's always from the origin. But when you're graphing a line, like we've been doing in all these problems, you start at the B value and you add another point here.
Okay.
Right. Okay, well, that does take us to the end of our lesson today, Jeremiah. So for next week, when we meet, try to have one of these done, or, have the attempt made so we can look at the problems together. That'll probably be my best way to help you with this. So I would encourage you to try these questions again if you have time. And that's it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great night. Bye now.